Hey there folks, I'm Ruby Juice, and welcome to Ranch Sim. This is an early access game that's being developed by Toxic Dog and published by Excalibur Games, and releasing into early access on March the 4th of 2021. There was a playable demo that came out during the Steam Games Festival in February, and I played that demo, very much enjoyed it. I was very curious to see what the full release of the game is going to be like and what it's going to include. Now, of course, I say full release in quotation marks because it's early access. The developer's very upfront about, well, the fact that it's not a full release and that they're going to be continuing to add things as we go along. And they actually did release a bit of a roadmap not too long ago of some of the features that they're going to add over the next 6 months or so. And so I'll be going over that roadmap a little bit later on in the video, talk about some of the things that will be coming to the game, but I wanted to do a Let's Play on it and talk about the game and see where the current state is at, see what's in it, see how this compares to the demo that I did, and go from there. So we start out here, and we're taking over this desolate, rundown ranch from our loving grandfather. He's asking us to go into the house and look in the attic, just as he did in the demo. So we've got a quest log. And so we've got an old rundown barn over there. We've got an old rundown house over here. We've got a tent over here that we can sleep in. So we can save. You can save anytime. You can sleep until morning, which is very handy. You see at the top of the screen there, we've got our time. It's currently 13:11 and counting. Also shows us our location and direction that we're headed. Now we've got to turn on the radio. Play those sweet tunes. Serenade us as we head on up to find the chest up here in the attic with some more things that are left over from our grandfather. Now we can just demolish things with our hands. Not everything. We can do some things. But for now, that's all we'll do, and we will head on over here and we'll open the chest and see what's inside. So we've got some bullets here. We've got a gun. Got a little bit of money, $500, and another letter from our grandfather. So take this revolver. In the forest, there are many wild animals that can cause you trouble. And we've also got some money and ammo, and then there's an old UTV out in the garage. So we'll go ahead and take a look for that. We can just fall right down. Okay, no fall damage. That's good to know. At least not right now. And we can head out the back door here and head on over to the garage. So we've got lots of points of interest. We see the red is our vehicle over there. The blue, obviously, the mission items. And now this game calls itself the Realistic Multiplayer Agriculture Management Sandbox. Farm, harvest, hunt, and build. And so the Steam description talks about turning our house, turning the rundown homestead into a fully functioning prosperous ranch. So I'm very curious actually to find out what kind of mechanics there are in the game. The farming, there's obviously going to be animal husbandry that we'll be able to do. So I'm very curious to know how in-depth the actual farming aspects are going to be. Obviously, if you've seen my channel before or seen any of my other videos, you know that farming is sort of my wheelhouse. I grew up on a farm. I am very interested in agriculture in general, so that's really what has piqued my interest about this game. And generally, I just love to play farming games, so really looking forward to seeing kind of where this one goes, and also playing some, and then perhaps we might have to give it a break for a little while and let them add some more content and then come back to it at some point. But we will definitely be playing this to the point where I feel like there's not much else to do or where it's best to wait for an update. And then we'll do some more coverage of it once those updates do come. So you see here, we're just going around the farm. Somehow these parts to the UTV got scattered around the farm. We'll open these doors. We've just got a couple more parts here. And then we'll have this thing ready to run. So far, not much at all really has changed from the demo. I have changed my character model. But as far as buildings and missions, everything is still the same. The demo was essentially just the first hour of the game. You had a time limit. Didn't seem like there was anything really sort of cherry-picked for us to do or not do. It had these missions, which are sort of a tutorial, I believe. But so far, so good. So we've got that jerry can placed, and we are ready. Sorry, we don't have the jerry can placed. That's our next mission. But we've got the UTV here all ready to go. It's now teaching us how to put things in the UTV. So we can put that in there. And then we can get on in. Turn it on. May as well turn our lights on as well. Now it's almost 4:30. I think we can probably make it. Driving still, it's very hard to keep these things going straight in this game. They seem to really want to go either right or left and not carry on just in a straight line, but we will do our best here. At least we've got a gun in case we find an animal along the way. In the demo I did find a deer. That was the only animal I saw. But I was really focusing on sort of progressing and trying to get as far as I could as far as the missions were concerned to really kind of see what that part of the game was all about. Now we might be able to take our time a little more because we don't have that time limit that we had before. So we hop out. We're here at the gas station. We can go ahead and press E to insert that and refuel. You see we're fueling up, obviously costing us some money here, and we are all done there. Now we can pick that up. I parked a little too close. We're going to go ahead and refuel the jerry can too. I will say they did a better job with the hose. I think in the demo the hose was just a straight line. So actually see an improvement there already for sure. Okay, so we've got that done. Looking like still nothing to do here at this point, just as there was in the demo. I almost would think you'd be able to search some of these things and maybe find some goods or something like that, but at this point we'll just head on over to the car dealership and get going on that. Looks like we got some flammable materials just kind of lying around here. But off we go to the car dealership. Keep an eye out for any animals along the way. It's currently 6 o'clock and still nice and light out. See if the train tracks still give us a big bump. Oh, not too bad. I think they might have improved that a little bit as well. Okay. So we'll pop out of there. And actually, you know what? I didn't check out this dump truck before. I don't know if it was here during the demo, but a little construction site over here. So maybe eventually we'll see another building get added. We definitely see we've got some materials here, some concrete and some bricks. So who knows? Maybe eventually there will be a building there. In any case, we'll head on in and talk to the car salesperson here. So here we can buy a car or customize it. They install radio players and four-wheelers for only $10. So there is some difference in terms of capacity and capabilities of the different vehicles. And we can get into that a little bit more later on. But here we see we've got a pickup truck that can carry 2 pigs or a pig and a cow. Only $1,400 for that. The ATV is only $125. You can get a car for $1,250 or a small truck. Also a sedan. I did not mean to right click and get out of that. But in any case, we don't need to buy any of these right now. We're going to go ahead and just bring our UTV around to the back. We'll close their doors for them. And we're going to go ahead and get a radio installed in this bad boy. Might even change the color. Okay. And so, radio, $10. Also, change the color, and it's going to cost us. But why not? Let's go ahead with some sort of an orange. Maybe a little bit brighter. There we go. Something like that. Okay, so spent $60 on an upgrade. Now we need to head on over and talk with the seller. But because it's getting late, I think it's probably better if we head on back to the ranch. Although, to be quite honest, I have no idea how to get there. So maybe we just head on over and talk to the shopkeeper. Oh, there's a rock. And then, as long as they're still open and we can get our goods, then we can do that and then head back to the ranch. But we seem to be really running into some trouble here. These rocks and trees are everywhere and causing some struggles. But this is going to be a great little map, I think, to explore in the daylight. Take an ATV. Hopefully the ATV will handle a little bit better. But we have just about arrived. And I am ready to pick up my goods. I'm trying to thread the needle between these trees. It helps if you're not going too fast, that's for sure. Okay, so here we are. And we are too late. They are closed. So, I guess we're going to have to head on back to the ranch. We're going to have a little nap in that tent. And then once we do that, we'll be able to come on back tomorrow and we will get our goods. So while I'm driving back to the ranch, I thought I'd just go over the early access roadmap that was released on the Ranch Sim Steam page. So first it goes over the early access launch content. We've got a character creator, the tutorial with the 10 introductory quests, house demolishing, building, 7 different vehicles, the ability to breed roosters and hens, and also hatch baby chicks. We can sell eggs, milk, and pork, demolish and rebuild the barn, plus some extensions to it. We can process planks for extra money. We can hunt and slaughter wild animals, and there's also a day and night cycle with dynamic weather, and then the ability to build a well. But then the really big announcement is this roadmap. So from April to August is what this covers. So first off, in April, we're going to be getting an update that gives us meat and dairy production, as well as some new quests. And then we've also got a screenshot here of the hardware store, which will be coming in June, along with pig breeding and additional daily quests. So really excited for the ability to breed the pigs and not have to spend money on them every time. August, I think, is the biggest one. We're going to get horses. So a little bit more detail on those updates. Here we see a GIF of the dairy and meat production area. Then if we go down, we've got the picture of the hardware store there, and you can purchase trailers and trucks, increasing your ability to transport large items. You can also then choose the location of your chicken coops and breed pigs. And then finally, we see here, we've actually got a GIF of the animation of horses. They're looking pretty good. So I'm really looking forward to that. Obviously, horses are a huge thing on ranches, so I'm really excited to be able to ride a horse around and use that to get around, and hopefully they'll integrate some other functionality for horses as well in the future. And well, folks, there you have it. That is going to do it for my first episode of my Ranch Sim Let's Play. I'm really looking forward to digging into this game and doing some more. I think what I may do, and don't hold me to this, I'm just going with the idea that I might just make the Let's Play one day at a time, so one episode will be one day. Based on the length of the days, it seems like at least this episode is a nice length, and so maybe I'll keep that up and just do them in sort of 15-minute or 20-minute chunks, and that will be about one day in the game. And so if we take it day by day, I think it'd be really cool to see the growth of the ranch over time. I'm really hoping that this Let's Play can serve as a bit of a review in progress, share with you, what I'm really liking about the game, what I'm thinking needs improvement, or what might need adding. Obviously, just with this first episode, not a whole lot to go off of, but I like the look of it. The graphics are good. If we see the rain falling, I do really like that. The lighting seems pretty solid. Overall, it's looking great, and the driving leaves a little bit to be desired, but the heads-up display and stuff use a little refinement. I need a flashlight, that's for sure, but overall, a good start. So for now, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time for day number 2.